Hi everyone, welcome to Be Different for Success. Today we'll be talking about how to stop overreacting. Sometimes we overreact to the small stuff, often without even realizing it. If you find yourself getting overly angry, upset, or defensive over little things, take comfort in knowing that there are actions you can take to effectively manage your emotions. Listen, it's okay to feel your emotions and want to explode sometimes. But that way of dealing with situations doesn't tend to feel so great. Allowing ourselves to acknowledge annoying predicaments and then find constructive ways to express and deal with them serves us much better in the long run. If something truly upsetting happens, it's perfectly reasonable to get upset. However, it isn't necessarily good for us to sweat all the small stuff and overreact every time we get upset. Real issues start to arise when we react much more than necessary under the circumstances. Overreactions never make situations better. In fact, they usually make them worse. If you tend to overreact to situations and end up thinking better of it later, you might want to take some steps to remain calm during tough times. Here are 6 mental tricks that can help prevent you from overreacting in any situation. Number 1. Know your triggers. All of us have triggers that can lead us to overreact at times. If we know what those triggers are, we can learn to be more in control of ourselves when our buttons are pushed. If you can find out what triggers you and get a sense of the circumstances around those triggers, you might be able to better manage yourself when something upsets you in the future. This gives you time to gain some perspective about really what happened during those moments when you lost your cool. It's important to look back, not to punish yourself for overreacting, but to learn from the experience. Ask yourself some more questions like, why did I do that? What could I have done differently? How would other people see it? How would your idol handle the same situation? If you're having a hard time reflecting on your actions, separate yourself from the event to get a clearer perspective. Taking a closer look at the mindset you were operating from in the past isn't an easy thing to do, but it will help you in the long run to respond instead of overreacting. Number 2. Validate your emotions first. When you find yourself riding the wave of emotions, it's important not to dismiss those feelings. Validating your emotions means noticing, identifying, and understanding them without blaming others or judging yourself for how you feel. It's not helpful to tell ourselves that how we feel is someone else's fault. It is not also good to judge our emotions and think, I shouldn't feel this way, or it's awful that I feel this way. The goal is to acknowledge your feelings without letting them run away with you. Number 3. Write it down. One of the biggest tools in helping me deal with my emotions has been to write them down. When you write down your emotions, something takes over and the writing becomes more serious and more purposeful. It's like magic. In a short while, the mind calms down and reorganizes. It's probably because in the process of writing, feelings and emotions become clearer, and those hidden thoughts and feelings come to the surface to bring a complete light to the situation. In due time, what's bothering you, what you have been worrying about, and the obsessive repetition of the same thoughts comes to the surface as clear as daylight. Most importantly, it clears your mind and prepares it for decision-making. Number 4. Take responsibility. How many times have you told someone that his or her actions made you feel a certain way? For example, you made me angry when you were late. Other people's words and actions indeed affect us, but we also need to take responsibility for the emotions we feel in response to those words and actions. No one can make you feel anything. It's always your choice. So often, the reactive emotions we feel are based on our own perception of the truth and on the things that matter to us. Being late may be one of your triggers for anger, but for someone else, it may be their norm and no big deal. Consider also that people act a certain way based on many influences that differ from your own, such as culture, upbringing, beliefs, and life experiences. Number 5. Take time away. The idea of taking time away isn't as self-centered as it sounds. In fact, it's one of the best things you can do for your well-being. Setting aside time for hobbies and relaxation every time you feel upset about something can go a long way towards helping you to remain calm in tough times. When you're strongly connecting with negative reactive emotions, it's important to take time away from the person or situation you are reacting to. Never act on strong emotion. Wait until you are feeling calm and have given yourself time to rationalize and think. Only then should you act and make the necessary action. Number 6. Breathe. Take a deep breath before responding. Deep breathing slows down your fight response and allows you to calm your nervous system and choose a more thoughtful and productive response. Something as simple as breathing can help calm you down and allow you to make better decisions. Take a deep breath and tell yourself this is showing up to allow you to discharge this energy. Taking 3 to 4 deep breaths and consciously breathing oxygenates the brain to help you process the emotional overload. Bottom line, the truth is, overreacting hurts us as much as it hurts the people around us. You may see overreacting as an unchangeable part of your personality, but in reality, this tendency, like any other, can be unlearned and avoided. In fact, following all the simple mental tricks in this video can help you identify your emotional triggers, discover a new way of processing impulsive thoughts and feelings, and can help you understand how your emotions can undermine your ability to think rationally in moments of crisis and stress. This will also help you neutralize overwhelming emotions and choose healthy responses instead of flying off the handle and overreact. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please click the thumbs up and write your personal tips in the comments below. Thank you for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more from us. See you in the next video.